In this video, I'm going to be going through my Game Week 19 team and seeing what players I've selected and what players that you should be considered selecting as well for your teams as well. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So here's my team for Game Week 19. Yeah, it's a pretty good team, I like to think. It's got some very good high quality players for FPL, and yeah, let's get right into it. So in net, we've got David De Gea in goal against Bournemouth at home. Pretty confident he'll get a clean sheet. Bournemouth aren't the best. They've got Solanke, and yeah, that's about it. So I expect a clean sheet for Man United in this upcoming game against Bournemouth. So I feel like De Gea should be a very easy option to having in net. Also, if you find this video very informative and you're enjoying it, please leave a like and hit that subscribe button with notifications on. That would help me out tremendously. For the defense, we've got a back three. To be honest, I'm not too confident with my backline, to be honest, because they're going up against like pretty much the top teams and against each other, so they might cancel each other out, but you know, it is what it is. So we got Trippier against Arsenal at the Emirates. Very difficult game. I'm not expecting a clean sheet, but it's Kieran Trippier, but he somehow finds a way to get points even when not getting clean sheets. He'll probably get an assist somehow. So yeah, I feel like regardless, he's gonna be continue to be consistent and, you know, get some points. So let's hope that is still the case. Next up, we got Gabriel. They're going up against Newcastle. Difficult game. They got players like Almiron who are on fire. So yeah, not expecting a clean sheet there, but you know, it is what it is. I don't want to take any more -4 hits because, you know, that could be very detrimental for me. So for me, at least this week, it's not worth it. And lastly, we've got João Cancelo going up against Chelsea. I just hope he doesn't play Pep Roulette and get rotated to oblivion. Let's hope he plays. Please, I hope so. I'm confident he'll play though. Yeah, so yeah, let's hope he plays and has a good game against Chelsea. You know, I'm not too keen on Chelsea's front line. You know, Kai Havertz scores, you know, but not too often. So, you know, Sterling doesn't score that much for Chelsea. But, you know, yeah, clean sheets potential might be there, but we'll see. Obviously, Reece James is out, so we can't play him. And Hugo Bueno, to be honest, I don't know if he's going to be starting or not. I know Aït-Nouri scored in the last minute. Whether he starts or not, we'll see. But, you know, he's still a good option. I mean, he's like 3.9 mil. Like, you can't go wrong with that. So, but for this team, this back three, I feel like will do the best. And in the midfield, I'm more confident here. We've got rid of Kevin De Bruyne, and got Mo Salah in. You know, I just feel like he's more consistent. With De Bruyne, to be honest, I don't feel like I feel like De Bruyne is probably a player you need to avoid, simply because he is a 12.5 million pound midfielder, very expensive. I just feel like you can get more production out of like two players within that price range. So for example, you could have like I don't know, like Odegaard and like who else? Martinelli. You could have like Saka and Andreas, for example. I just feel like those, you can get more production out of like two players prior to one. And obviously, De Bruyne is not guaranteed to start every single game because just how Pep, you know, plays Pep Roulette and rotates everybody. So I just feel like De Bruyne is probably one I'm more leaning towards avoid. I mean, so with Salah, at least I know that he's going to start probably majority of the games. I mean, look at this, he started pretty much every game. So I feel like with Salah, he is at the very least going to start every game, and he is quality as well. So even though this season is a bit underwhelming, I still feel like he will have some production, and the run of fixtures are pretty easy. So, and obviously he's missing some games, so he's going to have some double game weeks in the near future. So yeah, looking forward to that. So we've got him in against Brentford away. Should be an easy game, no worries there. We've got Rashford. What a performance against Nottingham Forest. Very happy with him. And against Bournemouth, expecting an easy game and hopefully more production. He's like the leading striker with Martial, so he should be performing in this game against Bournemouth. We've got Miguel Almiron. Let's see if he keeps up this form. against Arsenal, you know. But for 6 million, I don't think you can go wrong with this guy. You can't go wrong with this guy. He's got over 100 points. I mean, if you don't have this guy, in your team, I don't know what you're doing. So, you know, you gotta have this guy regardless of the game against Arsenal. I mean, Fulham at home next, easy games coming up, is a must-have in my opinion. We've got Martinelli against Newcastle. To be honest, it's a bit of a coin toss between him or Odegaard to have in your team, or you can have both. You know, both are very good quality players, and in FPL wise, they get a lot of points, so you can't go wrong with both. So I've got him in my team. You know, it's doing very well. Let's hope he continues. And we've got Rodrigo. This is a punt that I've taken, only 6% ownership, but to be honest, I feel like more people should start looking into him simply because look, he's like the top scorer for Leeds, and look at the run of fixtures. They're so easy, so many 2 fixtures coming up. So I just feel like he's in this stretch, he's gonna start firing and like, yeah, getting a lot more points than he is currently. And with 6% ownership, I feel like he's one of those players that can get you up the rankings or so. 6.3 million as well, can't go wrong there. So that's the midfield. I'm pretty happy with it considering, you know, the tough fixtures, but you know, let's see what happens. And up front, it's very simple. We've got Erling Haaland against Chelsea. You know, he's just a machine. He's just amazing. Why not? This guy's not 100% ownership. I do not know why, but you know, it's Haaland. If you don't have, I'm pretty sure all of you have Haaland in your team, so that's not a very tough decision there. And we've got Mitrovic. He is my captain for this game week because he is playing 2 games this game week, so I'm expecting a lot of points from him. Leicester away, I mean they just scored own goals on themselves. You know, their defense is not that great, so I just feel like he'll get a lot of points there. And Chelsea at home, you know, at home he could do something there, so I just feel like even with 2 game weeks he's gonna get a lot of points. So yeah, that's the team. I feel very confident in this team. I mean, there are a lot of good options you can have for this game week as well that I don't have in my team. Like I said, Odegaard is a very good option. He's like the main creator. He's the De Bruyne for the Arsenal team, and he's basically their main creator. So he's a worthy option. You got Trossard, you know, he's okay. He's got some easy fixtures after these Arsenal-Liverpool games, so he could be worth a punt. You know, still a lot of ownership, so he's still worth a punt. I'm still have confidence in him. We've got Phil Foden. I don't know, you know, he plays I mean, I say pep roulette, you know, but every Man City player pretty much plays pep roulette, so yeah, it's hard to judge, but he's still a quality player and he can definitely perform. Ivan Toney, you know, he seems like he's gonna score a lot more goals. I feel like he's one that you should definitely consider having in your team. You know, I've got Solanke in, and I've got like 2.3 million remaining. I could definitely upgrade Solanke to Toney if I wanted to. You know, we'll see what happens. You know, one transfer at a time. And for defenders, you know, Saliba's a great option. You got Ben White's a great option. You mean Arsenal defenders are great options, you know. That's that. Robertson I would avoid because, you know, he's too expensive. Pretty much 7 mil. You can get much better value in more of these defenders. I'm keen on Perisic, to be honest, because he performs for Croatia, but you know, he plays as he's listed as a defender. He could get up forward and like get assists, you know, for like players like Kane and that. So he's one to look out for. And yeah, you know, a lot of good options, one to keep your eye out. Just wait and see how they do before making your decisions. So that's it. That's going to be it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, hit that subscribe button with notifications on for more FPL content for me. And, you know, follow me on the socials as well. Your link's going to be in the description. You know, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all those wonderful stuff. So I'll see you all in the next video.